All right, today we're going to talk about a password manager that does things a little differently. It's called Kanaku, and its whole deal is putting you back in the driver's seat of your digital life. You know that feeling, right? That little knot in your stomach when you're trying to remember one of 100 different passwords. And then there's the bigger question. Where is all that stuff actually stored? Is it safe? Who's looking at it?
Well, that's where Kanaku comes in. It tackles this whole problem from a totally different angle right from the start.
So, the name itself is actually super interesting. Kanaku, it's a word from the Kapampangan language. And you know what it means? It means mine. And that's not just some marketing gimmick. It's literally the entire philosophy baked right into the name. And that one word, mine, really says it all, doesn't it? Your passwords, your rules. The whole point here isn't to get you to trust some big company with your secrets. No, it's about giving you the keys to the kingdom, letting you manage your own stuff, your own way. Okay, so that sounds great, right? But how do they actually do it? How do they give you that total control? Well, the secret sauce, the whole magic trick, it all boils down to one incredibly important detail: where your data actually lives. So here's the game changer. Think about most password managers. You type in your info and poof, it zips off to their servers somewhere in the cloud. Kanaku flips that script completely. Your data stays right where it belongs, on your computer, on your phone. It never, ever leaves your device unless you say so. But wait, I know what you're thinking. What about my phone and my laptop? Of course you need your passwords everywhere. And Kanaku has a really clever way of handling this. It's called peer-to-peer syncing. Basically, your devices talk directly to each other securely without some company in the middle playing telephone. Your data goes from your phone straight to your laptop. That's it. You're always in control. You know, this whole privacy-first approach starts to make even more sense when you hear the origin story. Because trust me, this is not your typical Silicon Valley startup. Get this. Kanaku wasn't drummed up in some slick boardroom to maximize profits. It was built by a single person, just one developer, who was dealing with the exact same password frustrations as the rest of us, and just decided to build a better mousetrap. It's a tool that came from a real human need, not from a spreadsheet. And you can totally see that built by one person DNA in the app itself. It's not flashy, there are no unnecessary bells and whistles. It's clean, it's simple, and it's built to do one job and do it really, really well. Keep your passwords secure and accessible to you. It's all function, no fluff. Okay, let's talk about the big question. What's this gonna cost? And you guessed it, this is another area where Kanaku just does its own thing. So you look at the pricing, and it looks pretty standard, right? You've got your free plan, your premium plan, but then you start reading the features. Unlimited passwords, password generator, syncing. Wait a minute, they're identical. And then you look at the price for both. $0 a year for everything. All right, hold on. Is it really free, like actually free? There's gotta be a catch, right? There's always a catch. Nope. The answer is just yes. It's free. The creator's promise is to keep it that way, with all the features for as long as they can cover the minimal server costs for that syncing feature. Now, if you love it and you want to chip in, you can buy a coffee for the creator to help out. It's that simple. Totally optional, totally transparent. So if this whole idea of your passwords, your rules sounds good to you, getting started is super easy. There's a Chrome extension you can grab right now. And for your phone, you just go to the website in your browser and you can install it as a web app right to your home screen. Boom, you're done. You know, when you boil it all down, Kanaku really just forces us to ask one simple question. A question that's getting more and more critical every single day. When it comes to your most private, most important data, who do you think should be in charge?